So one of the first things you can do when looking for colleges is get online and find some resources that'll help you pick a school for you. So one of the resources I'm going to show you is the College Board's College Finder.
So when you are starting your college search, a great place to look is at College Board. If you Google College Board, college search, this website will be the first thing that pops up. Click on it, and then it'll take you to this homepage. So what you can do on this website is it has a bunch of different filters for which you can select different options. And as you select different options, they will give you a list of colleges that meet those requirements. So let's say I'm a major looking for, let's see, I want to have a business major, and I also want to do English as a second language. So once I click on all of those requirements, it'll generate a list of colleges based on what I said I wanted to look for. And then, of course, once these colleges pop up, you can click on them and it will give you a little summary of that college and what they have to offer and whether or not it's something you might be interested in. It's a place you might be interested in applying to. And then you can, of course, go back and continue adding different filters. Let's say we want a public school. So you can add public school in there. And then now you have an all new list of colleges that fit those requirements that you've put in. This is great ways to play around and find some colleges that you might be interested in applying for. And it's a lot of fun to test out different things and see what you can come up with.
Essays are a very important part of your college application. Your essay should show colleges who you are. There are two types of essays that you will write. The first type of essay is your main personal essay. You can find the prompts for this essay through the Common App or by looking up Common App essay prompts on Google. You will introduce yourself to colleges in this essay. You can describe your identity or events in your life. Make sure that this essay shows what makes you special. The second type of essay is more specific. Some colleges require an extra essay, and many scholarships require you to write this extra essay. These usually have one specific prompt and require you to be more specific than your main essay.
Even though most colleges do use the Common App, there are certain universities that will have you submit the application through their own personal website. Be sure that you know where your application is going to for each of the colleges you're applying to. You should also be sure to complete all of the requirements for each individual college on the Common App. For example, Xavier might have a couple additional requirements that UC doesn't have, or vice versa.
How to manage deadlines for college admissions. First of all, I think it's important to keep track and make sure you're aware of when all the deadlines are due. You can find this out by looking it up or asking your college counselors or teachers of when these deadlines are due, and then set them as reminders on your phone or calendar. Some of these deadlines are optional, but they still may be helpful to get out of the way early. Many people decide to apply using early action, which is an optional deadline. Early action is where you can apply and get into the schools without making any official commitments. The deadlines for this is anywhere from November 1st to the 15th. Again, it's important that you ask your college counselor or your teacher when the date is for the colleges that you're interested in. These deadlines are technically not mandatory. Early action can be helpful because you can apply in the fall rather than the spring, so you can enjoy the rest of your senior year without having to worry about it. Many people won't do early decision. This is an optional deadline. The deadline for this is around the same time, November 1st through the 15th. But again, this date depends on which college you apply to. I personally did not do early decision. If you don't want to do early decision, your regular deadline to make your decision on which college you want to go to is around May 1st. The way early decision usually works is you can apply and decide around the same time on which schools you want to get into. Then you can have several other backup schools just in case if you don't get in. If you do get into the college of your choice, you're supposed to withdraw the rest of your applications to your other colleges. You can also apply during rolling admission, which is what most people do. This is where you can apply for colleges in January and February and eventually make your decision. Your deadline for this is around May 1st.